What is going on, guys and gals? Tyler here, and today I'm bringing you a top 10 list. And this top 10 list is, as you probably can tell from the title, the top 10 games that have to be backwards compatible for the Xbox One. Now, if you didn't know, at E3, Xbox announced that the Xbox 360 games are finally going to be able to be made backwards compatible for the Xbox One. Now, this will only be happening around the holiday season, which is when the games will be made backwards compatible, and already there's a list of about 11 or so games that are confirmed to be backwards compatible, and right now there's voting going on where you get to vote on which games you want to see to become 360 games that you want to see become Xbox One games. And it's really awesome, and so I decided, you know what, I might as well make a list. And before I start, I'd like to just get this out of the way. Sorry for being away for so long, about 2 or 3 weeks at this point. I was just busy with a lot of school, end of the year schoolwork, and I was on vacation for a little while too, so that's why that was like a thing. That's why it's on my hiatus, I guess you could say. And also, I'd like to thank you all for 50 subscribers. We finally hit it. We're actually at 58 right now. So hyped for that. So yeah, that's awesome. So anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the list. Now, at number 10, I have Mortal Kombat, or Mortal Kombat 9. Alright, maybe I'm just a little bit biased here, but I definitely believe that Mortal Kombat 9 should be made backwards compatible for the Xbox One. This would be great for, like, so many reasons, such as reliving classic nostalgia, letting people play the game with their friends who have gotten rid of their previous gen consoles, and overall it would just be a great idea in general. And for those of us who just started playing Mortal Kombat X, who just started playing when Mortal Kombat X came out in the next gen consoles, they can play the previous game in the series, and so that they have a better idea of what the story is actually talking about. Mortal Kombat 9 was a masterpiece for the fighting genre, and certainly deserves to become a part of the Xbox One library without a doubt. At number 9, we have Left 4 Dead 2. Now, Left 4 Dead was an innovative zombie survival game that relied entirely on teamwork and revolutionized practically an entire genre. Of course, the game got a sequel in Left 4 Dead 2, and it was truly an incredible experience once again. Again, adding this in to the Xbox One roster would benefit the nostalgia factor, rekindle some old flames from gaming's past, and once again let people who had previously gotten rid of their previous gen consoles play one of their favorite games from the past. Also, the people who just started playing video games on the Xbox One, like the younger kids, shouldn't be playing Left 4 Dead anyways, but if they were like me and they played more mature games, they would not want to miss out on Left 4 Dead 2, or just some adults that didn't have any previous gen consoles. So yeah, you can't go wrong with having Left 4 Dead 2 be accessible on the Xbox One. At number 8, we have Burnout Paradise. Take me down to the Paradise City. I bet you weren't expecting this one. This was an excellent open-world racing game that is highly underrated in the Xbox 360 library. There were a plethora of high-class vehicles to crash, race, and just roam around with in this game. The graphics were great for the time, there were numerous customization options, and there was an exceptional soundtrack to back up the gameplay. This was the last Burnout game in the series, and it certainly deserves to become a member of the Xbox One's roster. At number 7, we have Dead Rising 2. Alright. We have Dead Rising 3, which was an entertaining game, I'll give it that, but what we really need is Dead Rising 2 to show its face in the Xbox One. This game is one of the best zombie survival games out there, and is much better than Dead Rising 3. With numerous features, limitless possibilities, and online multiplayer, this game, needless to say, would be an excellent addition to the Xbox One's game roster. And it also would fit in with the Dead Rising 3, and I picked this over Dead Rising 1 simply because Dead Rising 1 has less of a chance of getting in, because, let's face the facts, it's an older game, and when Dead Rising 2 is already there and it made so many improvements, it'd be pointless. So, at number 6, we have the critically acclaimed Portal 2. Portal 2 is an incredible sequel to the critically acclaimed puzzle game Portal, and it forced players to challenge themselves mentally as they made their way through numerous puzzles and death traps. The game is beloved by both gamers and critics alike, and for good reason. Anybody who hasn't played the game needs to play it, and it being easily accessible on the Xbox One could drastically help that by the people who got rid of all their original 360 games and their Xbox 360 system as a whole. They can just buy some Portal 2, put it in their Xbox One, and have fun, because this game is just so much fun. At number 5, we have another sweeper hit in Hitman Blood Money. Hitman is an incredible assassin stealth game series that forces the player to think outside of the box to commit silent, unorthodox kills or hits on targets given to you by your agency. Well, that, or you could just shoot up a few people, hide in a bathroom, and shoot all police guards in the building, one by one with your fully upgraded silver ballers. Ah, childhood was so much fun. But anyways, to succeed you have to think, act, and pretty much play like an assassin. Well, either way, this game is one of the greatest games I have ever played, and it has great replay value with the numerous difficulties and massive amounts of ways to take out each target. I would personally take this on the Xbox One over Absolution any day, even though they are both great games, and Absolution has a slightly higher chance of making it on the Xbox One. But Hitman Blood Money, definitely the best stealth game I have ever played, and a new generation of fans, or people that got rid of their games, need to play it. At number 4, we have Dishonored. From one assassin game to another, we go to Dishonored, which has you taking the role of a wrongly convicted man who lives in the city of Dunwall. The city's infested with rats, and it takes place in the time of the Black Plague. This game has you working stealthily, just like in Hitman, but this game gives you unique powers that you can use to your advantage. Even though I personally like Hitman Blood Money more than this game, given the release of Dishonored 2 on the horizon, I'd rather see this game on the Xbox One. The game is also more new, and also arguably has a larger fan base, and everybody would love to see it, pretty much. At number 3, we have, nobody would expect me to say this, Skate 3. Like I said, not too many people would have expected to see this game in the top 3, but I feel like it deserves a spot here. This game is one of the best skating games to come out in the past decade, and it had many great features that included building your own skate park, free roaming, etc. Along with the staple character creation center and great soundtrack to back up the gameplay is realistic, and this game can be picked up by noobs and still be considered fun, while the veterans can pull off insane tricks and still find that fun. I personally prefer the largely superior Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, but Skate 3 is definitely more recent, has a better following, has better graphics, and some could argue better gameplay. Either way, Skate 3 would be an excellent addition to the Xbox One library and certainly deserves its spot at number 3. At number 2, we have Batman: Arkham City. Possibly the best Batman game of all time, Batman Arkham City is an incredible, open-world Batman game that drops you into the depths of Arkham City, which is riddled with classic villains, their incompetent henchmen, and numerous hidden secrets scattered about. This game brings hours of fun for all those who play it, and it certainly would get people excited if it were an Xbox One game. A whole new generation of Batman fans born into the Xbox One and PS4 generation will finally be able to experience the Dark Knight in his true glory. With Arkham Knight coming out in the near future, it would be great to experience the entire series as a whole, but if I had to choose, I'd rather have Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight instead of Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. Now, I would take both if I got the chance, but I don't think they're gonna put both of the Arkham games in. And at number 1, we have the highly coveted, or I shouldn't say that, but critically acclaimed Red Dead Redemption. Now, this game was an open-world Western shooter made by Rockstar Games, and it's a sequel to the game Red Dead Revolver. Now, Red Dead Redemption was an incredible game, won many awards during its time, and it's so good, you could say it rivals GTA. And this game had so many things you could do, limitless possibilities, much like other sandbox Rockstar games, and overall, it was just a great experience, and anybody who hasn't played the game yet has to play it, and this could appeal to those people who just started playing games and got like GTA 5 on the Xbox One and want to play another great open world shooter. You'd have to get Red Dead Redemption. So, that's my list. What do you guys want to see on the Xbox One from the 360? And as always, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down below what you'd like to see on this channel, and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. My name is Tyler, and I am out.